Yo, what's up, everybody? You already know the title of this video. We're gonna be exposing Dead Man Walkn. Alright, so here's the problem. I've met Dead Man about, let's say, a month ago, or a little bit less than that, and I met him from a person named The Patty Show. And everything was so far was going good, right? I was playing with him, we were laughing, having jokes, I was, being helpful. I would join their stream, like it. I would leave comments here and there, and when it came to Dead Man, sooner or later, he was all like, bro, you're chill, I like you, let's go ahead and make you a mod on my channel. I'm like, okay, just chill. I'm giddy because these dudes' content were good, and I'm not taking away from the fact that their content is good, like, they're funny. But the problem is that sooner or later, what happened just maybe like 30 minutes ago to 45 minutes ago, apparently they want to switch things around on somebody, and then they want to get all pissy and shit, and then he takes away my mod, he bans me from his channel, and all that other stupid shit, right? And I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, so I'm gonna explain what happened first before I explain why I got kicked. Okay, so a while ago, on his servers, because he's an Australian, on his servers, the first time something actually fucked up was when we were playing, and somebody that we were playing with named Kyle asked somebody else who was on our team, it was like, yo, I think I remember playing with you. And the dude was like, maybe. I have like a whole bunch of different accounts. And then he goes naming off his accounts, and then out of nowhere he has a gay Negro. That's not it. He keeps going, and then he has the N word with the hard ER, and something else. And then they keep going, right? And then we keep playing the match. I'm of course upset, so I muted my mic. And while I'm upset, we just keep playing the game. After the game is done, this motherfucker wants to be like, yo, dude, that dude was racist. While they were playing with him the whole time, talking, laughing, talking about some jokes, shit like that. Then he was like, yo, that dude's racist. I don't want to play with him again. If we get into a game with him again, I'm leaving. I'm like, okay. The next moment that I had fucked up on his server still was a moment where this, like, as soon as we got into a game, this dude started playing his music. Now, I'm gonna let this be known, this is disclaimer, I do not have a problem with other not other nations, but other, places making music videos of our music, like Sicko Mode, but just in their language or in their accent. That has no problem. You're just literally singing a song that's already been sung. But this wasn't any song that I've heard. And they continuously say the N-word, just continuously, back to back to back. And it's like at the point where it's like, okay, you're doing that on purpose. So after that plays, I muted my mic, because at the point, they weren't streaming, but I was. So not only did I not want to hear this dude's music, I also was a little upset. But the thing is that Dead Man and all of them, they were like, yo, that's good music, and they were just having a fun time talking about his music was awesome and everything. And I'm dumbfolded. I'm like, wait, what? What are you talking about? So we skip past that into around a little bit before what happened, that got me banned. I was having a problem with somebody who, if you look on my channel, in my Smite video, was the Kulia Khan. We had an issue over Monster Hunter Iceborne. I told him that something was not something, and he didn't believe me. He kept wanting to go on it, and I called him a dumb fuck, and we got in an argument, and basically he just kicked me off his profile. He just, he did whatever he wanted to do. Now, I didn't really care. And at that point in time, I was like, damn, is he really gonna be a bitch? See, I was enjoying it. I was having fun. And now with that fun, I became physically exhausted just thinking about how fucking funny his anger was. So I told that man and them, because you know they're people I play with, and of course you tell people you play with some stuff that's funny to you. And I'm like blank blank blank. And I'm like, oh bro, I'm physically exhausted now. And he's like, wait, don't you mean mental? And I'm like, no, I'm physically exhausted. And he's like, how the fuck do you become physically exhausted over that? And I'm like, I don't know. It just happens. It's not just me. And then they proceed to make it seem like I'm weird because I'm physically exhausted from something that's funny. And I keep thinking about it. Okay, then flash forward to 45 minutes ago. Around. Or actually fast forward to yesterday. We were just playing with them, and there's a person inside Dead Man's stream who's also a mod, and her name is Leah. Now, Leah got on to the game with us, but her name was Original, so I didn't know. And what Original was like, yo, Heighton, you have no kills, you gotta step the fuck up, and shit like that. You know, basically talking shit to me. Now, as I don't know this person, I told them to shut the fuck up or I will kill them. And of course, they do their regular shit. If you kill them, I'm gonna kick you out and you'll never play with us again. Bitch. What? Okay, anyway, since you want to be like that. But I really didn't care. I told them if they kept doing that, if they did that, I was gonna kill them. And that man knew I was serious. So, apparently, fast forward to a little bit, like recently, I just realized it was Leah. I'm like, hey Leah, do you have what games do you got for PS4? You know, because I was bored. I was watching their stream, but I also wanted to play a different game. So I'm like, yo, what games you got? And she was like, I'm surprised because you just, you know, you went off on me, or, you know, you got mad. And I'm like, yeah, it's just because I didn't know who you were. And they were like, is there a difference? And I'm like, yeah, where I was raised at. And this is exactly what I said. This is exactly what I said. Where I was raised. And yeah, I was like, yes, me and where I was raised, I was just taught not to take shit from somebody you don't know. And then that starts an argument between me and her, like, oh, you're a bitch because you can't take a small joke from somebody. And I'm like, wait, what? Are they really not thinking that there's... And I'm like, okay, they just don't understand. So let me try to explain it to them. And then that requires Dead Man to get off his stream and start looking. And then he's like, well, yeah, you're being a bitch. I'm like, how am I being a bitch? I mean, there's more than one... there's more than just me, person, who get upset at somebody who's just talking shit to them on a game. Yeah, I know it's on a game, but still, it doesn't matter if it's a game or not. When you were taught to do something, almost whether it's a game or not, you're gonna still do what you're supposed to do. Okay? It's not like I was raised, and then she was all like, oh, I'm sorry that you were raised in the hood. I'm like, no, I wasn't raised in the hood. It would have been a lot worse. And what I'm saying is that where I'm from, which is not hood, but a bad place to, you know, it's a good place, but it's just also a bad place to just do random shit without thinking. And one of those random things is that, you know, you don't just talk shit about somebody when you don't know them. I don't know how it works in Australia, but it works down here in the US almost everywhere. You don't talk shit about somebody you don't know. And apparently I'm a bitch for thinking that, and they keep going on my, like, you know, oh, you're being a bitch, you're being a bitch. And then he was all like, yeah, even with the dude with the song, you wanted to call him a racist, even though he's playing a fucking song. I'm like, bro, I didn't call him a racist. And here's the thing. I'm gonna quotation this area real quick. Quotation marks. I told him that I said, Doc, you're a bitch playing that racist ass song. And he proceeds to tell me, no, you said, Doc, you're a blank, you're being a racist, blank. Like, he doesn't know exactly what he wants to say or exactly what I said. And I keep telling him, no, I said, bro, you're a bitch for playing a racist ass song. But yet he keeps trying to give me a sentence with a whole bunch of blanks and trying to justify it. And I told him, I was like, yeah, bro, you don't even know what you're trying to say. So, yeah, you're right. And then he gets extremely mad and he fucking cuts me. He takes away my mod. And I'm still being an asshole Because I already told him that the fucking conversation's done, but he wants to keep going. So I'm like, yeah, sure. You're always. And he was like, bro, you always have to be right, don't you? Yeah, me and Patty. No. And then this goes for Patty too. No, this goes for Patty. Patty's the one who always has to be right. I can see it when we play the game together. He tells you what to do after he dies, and if you don't do it, then he'll talk shit about you. But if you don't do it and somehow still get a kill, and then you try to tell him something, he'll be like, "Ah, shut up," all the time. Now, I'm not trying to say that like, oh, I'm not trying to point out his flaws just because we're not fucking with each other. I'm just saying that's what it is. And then this goes to another point. You calling me a bitch just because of something that you don't want to think about. Okay, let's talk about the fact that you let this dude with all these racist you didn't say nothing until the match was over, until he couldn't hear you, and then you were talking about, yeah, he's racist. That's a bitch, Dead Man. That's a true bitch. Just because I don't like somebody who I don't know talking shit about me, yeah, and I can understand from your eyes, it's like, damn, bro, you know, I mean, like, it's just a fucking game, don't do that. I'm like, okay, I get that. But you don't want to actually use your fucking brain and think, oh, let me think about it from your standpoint. No, you want to just keep thinking about it from your standpoint because you're a dumbass. And then he wants to say the way I'm thinking, I'm never going to get anywhere in this world. No, that doesn't make sense, the way you're thinking. I'm thinking about it from both standpoints and I'm trying to explain to you how I think. You're just wanting to keep how you think, and then that's the only way. No, that's a dumbass. You're a dumbass. And I'm gonna love to see you try to fail at life. If that's your fucking thinking. Either you're gonna change sooner or later. You're not gonna remember this. But you're either gonna change sooner or later, or you're just gonna be a dumbass. So, anyways. Yeah, that's basically it. It's just, and it's like every time I've heard something racist from Rainbow while playing with them, it's always from their servers, the Australian servers. Now, I'm not saying all Australians are racist, but, and I'm not saying all Australians are dumbasses, but from the ones that I can see, it really makes it look like Australians are dumbasses. And Dead Man and Patty and Cal, from what I've been through with them, it really doesn't help their standpoint either. But that's it. I'm done with this. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You know, wait for more. I'm gonna be live streaming at the end of the day on Twitch. That's x_Shibo_X. Hope to see y'all there. Peace. Like a ghost in my head.